Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another review of another episode of another season of MyStreet. Not another season, it's the same season I've always been doing for this time, and I've only just uploaded episode 3 of, even though episode 7 came out today. Yeah, just as what's my other content as well, because, it's gonna be more of that, I think, because these take a while to edit, because I'm so thorough in them. This is a shorter one, actually. However, it is called Don't Disobey Me, which is an interesting name. And I saw the thumbnail that showed Ian with blue eyes this time instead of his usual green in this season, which is also quite interesting. But, yeah, I guess we'll just find out. I have high hopes for this episode because I gave a negative review last time, so hopefully this will be better. Well, I mean, I know it's going to be better, because it's MyStreet. It always comes back after a bad time. Also, I have the sniffles. I don't know if it's allergies or if it's just a cold, because I took an allergy tablet, but it's not doing anything. So yeah, just a heads up there. I'm only 2 seconds in, whatever. I will say, great camera angle already. Up to that point, again, sometimes panning gets annoying, but hopefully they're not going to do that this time. They're going to pan a lot, aren't they? I love how they started in the water. That's a nice touch. Did he just carry googly eyes in his pockets? Why? Oh, look at that! I did not realize that that was the was the lookout. That's quite a big area. Yeah, maybe it should be just one person guarding. I wish you hadn't shown Daniel in the frame, because it would have been like the plush, and they just make him talk in a different voice, make them both talk in a different voice. Oh well.
What was that?
Of course, something interesting happens on Daniel's shift. You know, it had to be him. Although, to be fair, he is a lot safer there, because he's not much of a fighter, so he can't really oppose much resistance at the moment. Obviously, we know from last episode that Ian has just appeared there. Just a refresher there. It doesn't really look that bad. There's maybe a chip on the floor and then some spilt bits of water there. Other than that, it just looks empty and more dull. It doesn't look destroyed at all.
Got any vibes?
No, but I have a full house. Oh, for playing Go Fish. Why have I been collecting so many cards?
Okay, that's good. But again, all you did was change the lighting on there. It's not like they've really ruined much at all.
Whoa, that smells great.
because you're a self-made woman and that you hosted a cook show in season 3?
Alright, teams! You have 3 hours to make a dish that is going to wow the judges, using only what you have available to you in the kitchens provided. And let's not forget the star ingredient, chocolate! The winners are Offmau and Jean for a star presentation with the candy googly eyes.
What? What?
Told you it would work, Jean!
Wow.
Wait, this can't be right. Can we refilm that? They seriously won for adding dumb googly eyes.
Chocolate! Chocolate!
Would somebody please get that man off the premises?
Who left this ball in the toilet? It was Daniel. I saw it.
Rylan, you tattletale.
Ooh, Daniel.
Okay, that's nice. See? That's a... I guess that, you know, obviously there's clearly some smashed glass that even wasn't there in the last frame, but yeah. And the plants are dead. Oh yes, that's the good thing, the plants are dead. It's not like they've really ruined it. They conducted a search. They didn't, you know, go on a massive mad rampage. I don't even know why those glasses are smashed to begin with. The damage isn't as severe, but it does look more empty and lifeless.
Maybe we shouldn't. The Guardian forces may notice the change the next time they come through here.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a psychological test. Interesting.
What's that?
That's...
Okay. First of all, that resembles the demonic broadsword that Aaron from Minecraft Diaries was using. You know, because it's long and purple. But other than that, that looks like it could have been from the exhibits in the trailer, in trailer number 3. I'm going to have to look back on that one, but I think that might have been one of the exhibits. Maybe the Guardian Forces took it because they were searching the house when Agent R was already there.
A note?
Things are getting pretty rough around here. I can't hold on to this anymore, so I thought I'd let you have it. Terry.
Terry?
Not a good sign. Also, the name Demonic Broadsword. That's raising some alarm bells right now. Although, I guess why leave it there? I don't know.
How can this be here? He must have left it here after the raid.
That does say something. That means that the Guardian Forces don't check this place again. Because they would have noticed a massive sword in glass in the middle of there. So that's at least a positive right there. Although I don't necessarily trust Terry anymore. I don't know.
I don't think the Guardian forces would have left us here.
But why would someone leave it here?
He was here before we got to the control room. He hasn't let anyone in.
Who let him?
You don't understand. I think he was here before us. Maybe he was always here.
Why do you think that?
Come look.
Michael seems to have returned back to his usual self. From what we saw last time, there was something that had exited him. So who knows? Maybe this is the other Michael who is trying to ameliorate the situation, but just acts like the other one. Who knows?
just let us in so we can talk.
I know why you're here, and I'm not letting you in.
You can't keep us out forever.
He isn't going to listen to you. We mean no harm. We just want to talk.
But you're already talking. How is that going to make him let you in? Also, that guy looks like Zeus.
There will be no talking. Leave this place. We're just on a peaceful excavation. We're amazed at what your people were capable of. I can see your intent. Your intent is to use this machine, and I will not let that happen again. This could have been easy.
That was a pointless barrier.
I don't have time for this. That will not work on me.
Good on whoever this guy is. I mean, surely if it were to work on him, Michael would have tried it already.
My name is Holler, and I will not ask again. Please leave this room.
Just one potion affected all of them this quickly?
And affected you apparently because your eyes are back to normal. I mean, seriously, what happened?
This was just too easy.
How did he recognize Ian from behind? He doesn't know he's lost his ears and tail, and all he can see is the back of his head. From there, he just looks like any other guy. Last time he saw him was years ago in a school uniform.
Yes, Alpha. Ram your head into that rock over there. Yes, Alpha. Ow.
Wow. He didn't even have to do it that hard. He didn't even say how hard to do it. Although, question, if this is such an effective method, why didn't he do that last time with Tatiana's pack? That would have been so much easier than turning Tatiana into a human, which backfired on him anyway. I don't know. Questions for another day.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. You two. Sir. Alpha. Yes, Alpha. Pummel Blaze a bit. Yes, Alpha. Blaze, stand there. Please.
Interesting. So he seems to have pent-up aggression against Blaze. I know about the werewolf games and whatever, but his overruling was mostly down to Aaron and Daniel. And if he recognizes Blaze, then Daniel's move of appearing out of nowhere was really bad, because Ian will recognize him much more easily than... If Daniel can recognize Ian after all these years, Ian can recognize Daniel immediately. You don't say, Einstein. How do you figure that one out?
I am the Alpha. I remember you.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Again, that should have been the first person you clocked in the room. But obviously he wasn't there. That should be raising some suspicions from you, Ian. But whatever.
Your brain works.
Well then, that was cover blown. That was record time. Good grief. How long did that one last? I don't know. Oh yeah, I'd say yeah, about a minute. Well done, Daniel. Well done. You tried. You tried.
What did you say?
I'm honored, Alpha.
Of course you are. You're going to be my little dog. Now. Pummel him.
What?
Did I stutter?
Nope, he stuttered. And again, should arouse suspicion.
If I refuse, he'll know I'm not. I'm sorry, Blaze.
That's interesting. Daniel was obviously prepared to fight Ian all those years ago, but he had to be trained up for months on end just to be able to, you know, actually be physically fit enough to actually fight or do anything. So I'm surprised that those punches having the same sound effect and presumably the same physical effect on Blaze that anyone else's punches would do. That just strikes me as odd.
You're not just gonna let us walk back to the resort. The Guardian forces have everything blocked off. Remember what happened on the dock?
We'll be able to walk right through.
That's the second time he's called a baby with no repercussions whatsoever. I am, you know, I'm starting to think they actually started dating halfway through this whole event happening. Or let's be fair, actually no, you know what, I take that back. They wouldn't start dating halfway through, you know, being trapped on an island. Obviously they're not fugitives, but even so, they'd be under too much pressure. That doesn't make sense. Forget it, forget that.
Travis, you don't always need to act strong. It's okay.
I'm sorry, this coming from you, Caitlin? Do I need to remind you how you acted in Season 1? Crying out loud. Hypocrite much?
This isn't like last time. I promise I'll have my head up.
Good. Because I really didn't want to kick your butt later.
Like you could anyways.
I'd say that should raise alarm bells, but you know what? These two are too cute. I don't care. Traveling for life.
What does that mean?
Means you're way too slow.
Oh, I swear, Travis.
Come on! My suitcase is still back in the resort.
We just want to go back for a second to grab our belongings.
If you're missing something from the resort, then you need to file a report at the Guardian Forces office in the boardwalk.
I did that a week ago, and they haven't done anything.
Just let us
Is that the voice actress for Cadenza? I seem to remember her.
to the resort.
It's just like the dogs. Travis!
I'm not even fazed at the fact that that's the same power as Michael. I don't care about that. That's obvious. But why say his name? Okay, now they should be raising some alarm bells.
What? You're letting him through? This is Travis. Of course I'm letting him through.
And you should also let Caitlin through, because that would make more sense. Because Travis seems to be just completely forgetting about things. Whatever.
That's not fair. Let us all through.
Ma'am, you need to wait. If you're missing something, then you can file it with the... She's with me. Oh, I'm sorry. Head right through.
At least this guy can talk. Because Alex, the other guard, seems to be completely in a trance. Which is an interesting contrast in their power. It's odd.
Why are they allowed to go?
You're letting her through too? What the heck? Let us through! Calm down, everyone. If you want something from the resort, then head back to the Guardian Force's office to fill out the missing belongings report.
What just happened?
I told you, we'd be okay. Come on.
I'm surprised he hasn't tried to control Caitlin yet. That's what really strikes me as odd. As in, the demon within Travis, not Travis himself.
This better work. We just stick to the plan. It should work. It will work. Any more help from that voice? No, nothing. I hope everyone else is okay. Same. Looks like the boat is making its way to the dock. We should get going. Right.
They seem to be in groups of threes. That's going to be a suspicious point. They're in trouble.
Just show them our IDs and keep our heads down.
As long as you don't have to say name, number, and rank, because then you're in trouble.
Don't ever make me. Ghost! You said that out loud. Kim, get a hold of her. You okay, soldier? Yes. She's just got a cold. Yeah, that sucks. It's ridiculous.
Okay, as a person who may or may not have a cold right now myself, I'm going to have to say no. And no, that's not going to cut it. Oh, to be fair, across its history, MyStreet has been quite lenient with, characters accepting lame excuses. But even so, bit odd. But oh well.
That makes it worth the uniform in this climate. You're not the only one to start coming down with something. Yeah, I know. It's always so hot. Whew. Get some rest when you can.
Wait a minute. Where are your rifles?
Actually, I was just about to ask that. That's very ironic. That's true, where are their rifles? Did they really not think to grab them?
We, handed them in for inspection.
Oh, you were a part of the raid, huh? I always hate getting my rifle inspected after an op. Sucks to hear what happened.
Yeah, I heard that the Ultima escaped. Looks like we're
Yeah, that's not the point that he was trying to get across. The odds of him escaping, yeah, that's bad for you guys. But, yeah. Melissa much?
Recording. Come on, you two. Nice going. I do think that would work. We'll talk about it later. Let's go.
Thanks.
Sorry he cuffed you.
I was in a panic. I just improvised.
Okay, I'm just gonna say one thing. I've seen somebody else reacting to this and saying that, oh, Aphmau has a forever potion or something. No, it's just werewolf strength. If you want, I can do a strength comparison between humans, werewolves, Mifwas, and whatever on an Ethereal or something like that. Because it seems to be a point of confusion, so might as well clarify that up. But no, it's just the werewolves are innately stronger than humans. That's it.
At least we're closer to the resort.
Thank you.
For what?
I know you did that to let me escape. I appreciate that a lot.
I didn't want them to catch you. Besides, you did the same for me.
Someone's coming.
Huh?
Oh, speaking of doing the same for him.
Dottie?
Well, that's a surprise. What's Gina doing there by the other werewolves? Oh, perhaps she escaped or something. Well, she had a better plan than Daniel then.
Aphmau! Dottie! You're alright? I'm perfectly fine. Huh?
You had us scared for a moment. I thought you were one of the GFs.
Is everyone else alright? Are they here too? A lot of us were captured, but the rest of us are hiding out.
Aph, we need to keep moving. That guy could still be following us.
Is everything alright? The GF have been hunting us, and one of them has been on our tail all day.
We've also been looking for everyone else. Thinking they may be heading back to the summer house.
Oh, you are? Then maybe I should tell you. Tell us what? It's Aaron. He's back at our camp, and he's greatly injured.
No, he's not. Weren't you in the last part of the episode where... Well, oh! Nope. Sorry. Snap out of it, Jacob. Of course. Dottie was there, wasn't she? This is all a trap. It's all a trap. I should have seen that. I'm an idiot.
What? From what Aaron said, Garth and Kawaii-chan were heading back to the resort. Something about trying to get a boat off the island.
Are they okay?
I don't know. The Guardian forces are always searching that area, though. They're probably in trouble. Is Aaron all right? What happened? He was shot by the Guardian forces. He was bleeding really badly. I don't know.
To be fair, given his track record, Aaron could survive that. Just saying.
I have to go see him.
I know.
You're not coming.
Aaron's hurt, but he's with friends. I need to make sure Garth and Nana are alright.
Oh yeah, Dottie picked just the right people to separate them. That was well played.
You better not get caught.
I won't. What's the location of your camp?
Oh, it's on the beach near the docks.
The beach?
follow, but now the other guy... I guess Toby's going to now follow Aphmau to the other lookout and probably discover Ian there. That would be the logical thing to do at this point, but who knows, he might follow Zane and capture him. That'd be too easy, though. And there we go. That is episode 7. It's definitely improvement from last week. And yeah, the suspense has now got to me again. See, yeah, can't wait for next Saturday. It's always on a constant loop. It's like, yeah, you hate to have all of these at once. But yeah. As for right now, that's all. And they definitely, like I said, they improved from last week's episode. I love the time effects, but again, it didn't look ruins, it just the change of lighting. However, that sequence was really well filmed. And of course everything else, and the bit with Dottie that actually phased me, the most analytical person that I know who watches Aphmau, apart from maybe Novalink and some other people. So yeah, all in all, pretty darn good. And MyStreet, like I said at the beginning of this episode, is back on track. And on that note, until next time, farewell.